Welcome back to the channel. Steve here, V2 Racing Channel. Hey, we got a lot of stuff to catch up on. I haven't really been making any videos lately. As you can see, I just went to my junkyard guy and picked up yet another bottom end. This one is a 2003. I'm not sure which one, but gonna tear this down. Basically, I've got this because I wanted a spare transmission, so I'm gonna have cases, matching cam cover for sale. I probably will hang on to the flywheels and the transmission for sure, but I don't know. It's kind of that nice satin color, so we got a lot of stuff to go over. So we finally got the other bike more or less tore down. The silver bike doesn't exist anymore. Nice gold timing cup. We'll take it. Save some spares. I think if I just sell the cases, I can break even on this deal and have $0 in the spare transmission. That's assuming it's in good shape. There's a clutch cable, there's a starter, there's, I guess that's a neutral safety switch. Hell, I even got a battery cable. Look at that. Battery cable. This old boy don't take him down too far. I think he got like a lot, and I'm saying a lot, like a collection of, there we go. Let's deal with that. These things will be tight. Go. All right, so anyway, I got to get this buzzed apart and put away before the weather sets in today, but we'll go over, I don't know if I find anything interesting in it, I'll let you know. Okay, so it has a set of W cams in it. W, does that mean anything to anybody? Those were, I mean, I don't know anything about them. I've heard them mentioned before in places. Is it some kind of a factory spiffy camshaft or something? I don't know. But they're really nice. They're in really good shape. The lifters, everything looks immaculate. The oil's clean. Look at the inside of that cam cover. Immaculate. Oh yeah, for that guy that was giving me shit about not knowing what the number is. 25230-98A. There you go. There's your cam cover that you can put on a rubber mount. Engine to change it to standalone ignition. And this is how far we got this thing tore down. So just basically got to get the front end off of it and heave the rest of it in the scrap pile. I don't really see any value in trying to sell it. I mean, the frame does have a title, but whatever. There's the bottom end. Cam's gone. There's your Carrillo H-beam rods, all tore down, ready to go, ready to sell. You see I got gobs of parts off of this thing pretty much everywhere. Oh yeah, and that's for that new engine I just picked up. There's your swing arm, there's your back wheel, all this stuff. Look at all this stuff. Good Lord. Some of it I'm probably going to definitely be selling because I'll explain that here in a second. Okay, so made the decision to take my fleet down to one single bike, and obviously that's going to be the OG. This is a lot nicer bike, and quite frankly, for a lot less money, it's always been faster than the silver bike. So we're going to keep it. We're going to keep some, should I say, strategic pieces. Set of flywheels, set of cases, transmission. I'm basically going to build another spare bottom end for that bike. I'm going to keep the cylinders and pistons off the silver one because they're identical to what's on the OG. Same exact piston, same exact dome, same size. Everything is, and they only got like 14 runs on them. I've already greased them up real good and bagged them and stored them. So I'm gonna save that for some spare cylinders and pistons for it. The Barnett Scorpion clutch that came out of the silver bike, most likely I will take them pieces out of that rubber mount basket and put that all together, put it on Marketplace, sell it. The Super D and the intake manifold are going to be for sale. Again, watch for that on Marketplace. What else? The Novi stack. Novi stack I'm going to keep. Paid $500 for that thing. I don't see myself being able to get $500 back out of it, so I'm going to keep it because I have an adapter to run it on the Mikuni. So I will put the Novi stack on the OG, and that's where it'll live. Again, I just, you know how it is when you need something, it costs a fortune. When you want to sell it, you can't get nothing out of it. So I'm just going to keep it because I can't get my money back out of it. I won't get my money back out of the Super D either, or the intake manifold, but the main reason is this right here. So I bought this car over a year ago, and you can see I haven't really gotten too far with it. Also, there's two of them. There's the other one. So the other one belongs to Misty, and we're going to have both these cars running next year because that's where the money's at, and that's where the emphasis is on drag racing around here in my area anyway. There's like one local track out of all of them, and there's a lot of drag strips in North Carolina, and you cannot find a healthy, robust motorcycle bracket program anywhere. All Harley World Shootout is, I guess, finished for now. Paul's taking a step back and going to enjoy himself and go racing. So that's over with for now, or tentatively or possibly forever, I don't know. But Hogs Gone Wild, Roger's bringing the Hogs Gone Wild back. There'll be some of those races. Probably what I'll do is, let's see, Rockingham will host an XDA race. May go to that. They will host a Manufacturers Cup race, Man Cup race, which took the place of AMA Pro Star for all you older guys out there that may remember that. And AMRA will be at Rockingham. So I live 45 minutes from Rockingham, so it's a real easy trip to make it down there. So those are at least three big events. I believe if we can logistically make it happen, I want to go to that Hogs Gone Wild race at Silver Dollar in Georgia. So we'll try to do that, but I want to continue on with with Sportster content. I'm hoping at some point we can get our hands on a Dyna, because after all, V-twin doesn't necessarily mean just Sportsters. I mess with the Sportsters because they're plentiful and cheap compared to big twins. So that's the reason why. Don't necessarily like one more than the other. It doesn't really matter. It's just a matter of economics. So, but also spent many years racing cars as well. So there's a lot of opportunities, a lot of big paying foot brake races where you don't have to have really expensive cars, just ET bracket racing. There's a lot of 7.0 and 8.0 index races, which you guys know I like to index racing. So there's a lot more opportunities with the cars. We're going to continue the V-twin channel content, but you're going to start seeing a little bit of this stuff sprinkled in. Hope you enjoy that. But also, there's another, we have a second YouTube channel. It's called Backyard Racing Stuff, and it is strictly just this situation here, the Mustangs. So maybe at some point we might marry the two together and make it one. Maybe not. Maybe we'll just keep it separate. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of focus this winter on making some small improvements to optimize, so to speak, on the OG. Going to take it to 520 chain and sprockets. I'm going to put ceramic wheel bearings in it. There's a couple other things I want to do to improve. I want to improve the way the shift light mount. I want to make a better mount for that. Something maybe on the triple clamp instead of mounted to that shaky fiberglass or ABS, whatever that thing is. The fairing on it. I'm going to put a lighter battery. You take that featherweight battery that was in the silver bike and put it in there. I'm going to have to modify the battery box to make it fit. I may replace all the oil lines with some stainless braided AN fitting style stuff. Try to clean that up a little bit. I'm going to add some venting, some better venting to the engine. Not that I have any problems with what's there now, but do something a little bit better with that. But just small things, you know. And again, I'm going to have enough spares, so if anything catastrophic happens, as long as it doesn't destroy the cylinder heads, I'm in good shape. The heads, the BFH heads off the silver bike also are going to be for sale. I'm going to send those to, I'm going to send them up to Chad and get them freshened up and just make sure they're okay before I put them up for sale. So 600 lift HP 600 hammer camshafts for 2,000 and up spline. Those are going to be for sale. Probably keep all the electronics, the single fire coil, the Daytona Twin Tech ignition. Probably hang on to that stuff just for spares in case mine goes bad on the other bike. I don't have to, you know, have spare parts to put on it, and it won't cost me an arm and a leg to fix it. So just really just dialing back. Kind of went crazy and spent a lot of money in the last few years, and I'm gonna have to regroup and do what we can with what we got, and I'm gonna get this Mustang done, both of them. This one actually is pretty close. If you guys care to know, this is a 95 GT. This is last year that they used the old push rod, the old push rod V8, 5 liter. And you can see that I have converted this one to carburetor. So it's got all new fuel system, fuel lines, brand new carburetor, brand new intake, roller rockers, a lot of stuff done to it. Basically, I got to wire in the MSD that I bought for it, and you see these cars been set for a while. They're completely covered in pollen, and it just hasn't done them any favors sitting around here. But I don't know, let's take a quick look around these things. I'll show you some stuff. Okay, so again, try to ignore the pollen and stuff, but you can see Misty's already has a set of 410 gears in it. We put drag radials. It's got brand new wheels on it. I'm not gonna show you the inside. The inside does look like terrible right now. They got a little mildewy, so we got to clean all that up. But this one is a 5-speed car. And again, we converted it to carburetor Took the fuel injection off. It has a tubular K member, a manual rack. Whoever built the car did a really half-assed job of putting the battery in the back, so I put a tray up here to move the battery back to the front. And yeah, that's just a quick, I mentioned this was a 5-speed, right? Yep. Okay, so this one here is a 98 GT. Again, newer wheels, tires, drag radials. This one, yeah, this one's a 98. So this came originally with a 4.6. So apparently the K members on these are unique to a 4.6. So I bought a new tubular K member, and I've got to take, if you guys imagine this, the power steering and the power brakes all were ran off of the power steering pump, hydrovac or something. It's not new technology, it's pretty old stuff, but all that's coming out, manual brakes going in, manual rack going in. I'm gonna basically just got this one. This is gonna be just a strictly drag car. But I did pick up, and I bought this one with no engine and transmission, and this is an automatic car. So there's a 351 Windsor underneath that bag right there I picked up, and then the building, that one, I have and I drove all the way to Maryland, probably, this spring, pick up a C4 automatic for this, with an 8-inch converter that's like 4,800 stall speed converter. Anyway, reverse manual valve body transmission. I got a smoking deal on it, so I drove my ass all the way up. The guy actually lived like 5 miles from Maryland International Raceway. So I drove from central North Carolina all the way up there and back on a Sunday to get that transmission and converter, because I got them really cheap. So, but anyway, again, if this kind of stuff interests you, check out the other channel. It's backyard racing stuff. Haven't really worked on that channel much. I ordered the cars for the better part of 6 months to a year. Got started this spring, hitting it pretty hard, and then the reality of all the motorcycle stuff going on, issues with that silver bike, it just kind of zapped it out of me, zapped my billfold, zapped my will to continue plugging away. So I'm going to refocus on these cars, and I'm going to get them done. So if that kind of stuff interests you guys, check out the other channel. If not, that's fine. Stay tuned. We're still going to make plenty of V-twin content. So I want to say thanks for your support. Thanks for watching. And, you know, I think 2% of my views, only 2% of my views are from subscribers. Think about that. That's a lot of missed opportunities there. So if you haven't subscribed, and if the content interests you, please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching.